Panicking King Charles has enlisted the help of the woke Archbishop of Canterbury to broker a deal between his warring sons as part of his plans to allow Harry to attend the coronation alongside his wife Meghan Markle. Now, according to a very well-sourced exclusive by the political editor of the Mail on Sunday, Glenn Owen, despite the monarch favouring the prospect of having the Sussexes join in the historic celebrations, Prince William is, and in my view, rightfully fighting the idea because of his concern the pair may try and overshadow the event and use it as a publicity stunt. Currently, it's not been confirmed whether the Duke and Duchess of Woke will even accept an invitation to the coronation, with both of them seemingly using the event as a bargaining chip to secure their precious titles. The official biographer of Harry, Angela Levin, joins me now. And Angela, I have to say, Prince William is right on this. I'm convinced of that.
Yes, so am I. I mean, first of all, he knows Harry better than any of us.
And certainly better than Charles.
And brothers know each other better than father and son. There's all sorts of strange emotional things going on there. And he would absolutely be able to read him. And he's disgusted by the revelations that Harry thought he could make about him, you know, invading his privacy, when Harry is known for being absolutely meticulous about keeping him, as he's got court cases waiting if people do, you know, knock a bit into his privacy. And he feels that he can say all sorts of things about William. He's lost his hair, he doesn't look like his mother anymore, and all these cruel things. And William...
Yeah, and he's painted him as a violent brute,
yes,
which, by the way, is not
bully.
An accurate portrayal of William. It was just the fact that Harry had pushed him to the brink.
Yes. Well, he knows how to do that, you see. And so then it happens. And then William would probably be a bit annoyed with himself, but realises that this is what his aim was. And I think that he's actually said several times that he always wanted the death of his mother to make him rather than break him. And he wants to have a good, happy life and be as normal as he can be in his situation. Whereas Harry is out to destroy and is so jealous of him.
Well, it's the scorched earth strategy. That's what Harry and Meghan are currently operating under. And that's why I think King Charles is so naive, Angela, because William has this right. You know what will happen? Harry and Meghan, the red carpet will be rolled out for them. They don't give a damn. They're going to do some sort of stunt while they're here to steal the attention. So William suspects they'll do something like go to a poverty-deprived part of London to prove that they're down with the people, exactly, compared to the royal family. But the bigger point is the damage they will cause when they go back to America and they use everything that happened behind the scenes, all of the private conversations for their next book, for Meghan's autobiography, or for their next Netflix series or Spotify podcast.
Royal biographer Angela Levin has revealed what she describes as a really scary side to Meghan Markle. Speaking in a recent discussion about the ongoing rift within the royal family, Levin claimed that Meghan's public image hides a more intimidating and controlling nature. Her comments add a new layer to the already heated debate over the Duchess's role in the royal split. Levin said that while Meghan presents herself as warm and relatable in public, those who have worked closely with her tell a different story. According to Levin, Meghan can be highly demanding.
Yes. Well, I mean, I don't see how a father can actually push aside the son who's supporting him and there to help him and who will be the next king for someone who hates living in this country, much prefers it in America, thinks he should come over here to fix the royal family, and the first thing he'll do is stop them getting involved with the press, because that would be all to the better. Oh, yeah? What about you, mate, for your book? And he feels that, you know, he can destroy us. He also actually had the cheek to say that he thought he ought to help bring up two of their children.
Oh, I know.
Because...
well, he's purposely trying to wind William up.
Yes, and
the reality is,
well.
I don't blame William for feeling like he's so angry he can't even imagine. William, at the moment, from what I'm told, cannot even imagine being this far away from Harry.
It's not fair.
The despair and the anger is so big.
And he wants to protect Catherine as well, who's been so
and Charles should
caring about him.
Should want to protect Camilla, though.
Well, the thing is, when Meghan originally joined the family, I heard from somebody very, very close that he thought Meghan was wonderful. She was a breath of fresh air, and she was fantastic, and they had so much in common. And like a lot of men, he can fall for a beautiful woman who wears quite a short dress and looks at him with her eyes up or down. I don't know how you do that. But, you know, she can actually make men feel very fond of her.
Manipulate.
And I think that this is what she's done to the Archbishop of Canterbury, because he thinks she's a wonderful woman. But by any means,
a humanitarian,
she is not,
he describes her as.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
He's absolutely not. And also, how did she treat him? Very, very badly, because she said to all of us that they got married 3 days before, before we all saw them 3 days later. And he got in a real state and had to make an announcement that that is actually a criminal offence. And he didn't do that. And he couldn't have married twice. And there had to be 2 witnesses. I mean, he got in quite a stressful situation. So how can you like that? She would know. Harry would know that actually they didn't really get married, but it was just a statement to stir things up. And how can you then trust somebody who does that to you? It's a real trip-up, isn't it?
It really is. Some speculation that King Charles might be considering a BBC interview, possibly with Jonathan Dimbleby. We'll remember that famous interview in the 90s when Charles chose Dimbleby, who, let's be honest, is close to Charles. He likes Charles a lot, to first admit that he had cheated on Diane.
Strategic and fiercely protective of her image, traits that, in her view, have contributed to the deep divisions within the royal family. Levin suggested that this hidden side of Meghan played a significant role in the breakdown of relations between the Sussexes and the rest of the royals. She argued that behind-the-scenes tensions escalated due to Meghan's unwillingness to compromise or adapt to royal traditions. In Levin's view, these conflicts left lasting scars on the family dynamic. The biographer highlighted the stark contrast between Meghan's polished public appearances and the reports of her behaviour in private.
Yeah.
What do you think of this idea of Charles
I think it's a very bad idea. I think he and the senior royals, Camilla, William and Catherine, have all behaved with the most enormous dignity. They've carried on. They've been very busy. They've carried on what they had to do. And if you do practical things, you start forgetting all the nasty
So
stuff
just do the keep
that's
calm
around
and carry
you.
on
And I
strategy.
think that he should continue with that. It's not our business to know the details of him and Harry. We can see for ourselves that it's disgusting what they're doing. And they have no right to be here, to be rude. How can you talk about your father and your family like that and then come to a ceremony that is very serious and look bored or push yourself in the front or get angry that you're not given the seat that you want? It said it was going to be bribed by saying he'd have a very good position in the cathedral.
Yeah, and he'd get to keep the titles.
And to keep the titles. Well, I think that's terrible.
Look,
I think that's terrible.
It looks like the Sussexes never change, because there have been more departures of their staff members, this time from Archerwells. It's been announced that the internal head of content, Ben Browning, and the head of marketing, Farah Taylor, will be resigning from the foundation later this year. That's just 2 months after 2 other senior foundation employees resigned within 48 hours of each other. So could it be, Angela Levin, that the Sussexes are too toxic even for Hollywood?
It's 16 people since they started Archwell, and they're all people who actually had very good careers
But it's not
before
about
they
them.
came.
It's not about Harry and Meghan, Angela. It's not about them. It's everyone else. It's all of these
They're not good
16
enough.
people. They're not good enough. They're not good enough.
They want to do it all themselves, you see, which is fine if they want to. But if they get it wrong and they haven't got it right, they probably blame the people that they're employing. And you can see, and also Samantha Cohen, who the Queen had worked for the Queen, the late Queen, for 17 years. She gave her to Meghan to spend 6 months or a year with her to help her. She couldn't stand it. She left. So, you know, all that is piling up. So she's not Miss Nice. She really isn't. And anybody who falls for that is actually, you know, like Harry did, is in a difficult position, because I think she brings out the worst in him. So, you know, if that's what you want, you'll get a surprise if you want her to be sweet and nice and charming. She can be, but she's also got another side which is really scary.
Well, let's just say the Sussex Survivors Club is growing by the month. Used to be an
Can I
exclusive
join?
club.
Can I
Now
join?
there's hundreds of members. I think you absolutely have a right to join. Harry's former official biographer, Angela Levin, of course, also the biographer of Camilla.
Levin claimed that this duality makes it difficult for the public to understand the true source of the family rift, as much of the drama plays out behind closed doors. While Meghan has not responded to these latest claims, Levin's comments are likely to fuel further speculation and controversy. As the rift shows no sign of healing, the Duchess's private persona and its influence on royal relations remains a point of intense public interest.